There is so much more to understanding the high level pattern than just understanding the technique alone. There's so much more to it. There's systems in place that we've been working on over the last better part of a decade to teach thousands of players across the country how to actually make it stick. And for coaches who are trying to implement it, they're having a really hard time making it stick because they're getting most of their information from YouTube, just from free content alone, trying to apply the technique without understanding how to actually progress athletes through it. So in this video, we're actually going to be breaking down how we've been able to train thousands of players, which is more than anybody else in the world, using the high level pattern hitting technique for the better part of a decade. And on top of that, we're going to show you guys how you can plug into it so that way you can use it too. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that everybody who's actually using this technique gets the best results possible. And I am absolutely set on the fact that it requires way more than just understanding the technique at a basic level and actually running it with a systems-based approach. So that's what we're going to walk you through today. It's going to be good, so stay tuned. So in order to understand how we created these systems and what they all entail, you have to first understand our mission as a company and why it's so important to us. So first off, our mission is to make an impact at the highest level of the game. That's what I say in all of our YouTube videos, and I've been saying it for years, but a lot of people don't understand why that is, because there's a deeper layer behind why we want to make an impact at the highest level of the game. And so here's the reason why. If we can make an impact at the highest level of the game, we know that it's a trickle-down effect, because there's no pro guys right now looking up on Google how youth baseball players train and what the best tactics and things like that are for high school and college baseball players. It's in reverse. So all of the high school, college, all the youth athletes, there's millions and billions of them, they're actually looking up what the pros are doing. And so we know that if we can impact how the pros actually developed with their strength conditioning, with their hitting techniques, the whole nine, and we can implement our systems at that level, we know that then we can affect change throughout the entire baseball development landscape, which could impact hundreds and thousands and millions of people in the future. Now, granted, it is a long shot, and I don't know if it's actually going to happen in my lifetime, but that's my goal, and that's why every single decision with our business has been based around that. So for some of you, you may be thinking, why does that matter? Like knowing your vision, knowing your mission of the business and all that stuff. Well, it's because that's how we made every single decision. And we know that if we want to make an impact at the highest level of the game, we needed three things. So we needed to make sure that our systems had validity behind them. And the only way to have validity behind it is proof of concept. And the only way to have proof of concept is to do it with a ton of athletes. So we need systems, proof, and volume. So when you have a goal like making an impact at the highest level of the game, so that way it changes the baseball landscape and the player development as a whole for the rest of time, if you have that kind of a mission, it dictates how you build those systems. So they have to be very detailed. They have to make sense. They have to be put in a way where not only can you get results with their athletes, but you can onboard other coaches and teach them how to do it efficiently. And so this is what we've been obsessed about since 2017. Is building these systems. Now that they've been built and they're just continuously getting improved upon, the only way that we can improve them is with more volume, because we already have the proof. We train thousands of athletes around the world. We consistently train more and more athletes every day, and our company continues to grow larger, so we're making a bigger impact. However, we need more volume to actually make this impact at the level that I see fit. If I want to hit this in my lifetime, then that's what we're going to need. And more volume doesn't just come from other athletes. It actually requires more coaches. This is where you come in. Because if we can get more coaches implementing our systems-based approach with their weight training and the high-level pattern hitting technique, more and more hitters will not only improve their technique, but they'll improve their bat speed and their exit velocity as well. So the coaches will be able to get more results. And as they affect this change with more and more people, we get closer and closer to making our impact. So what's happening right now is a lot of coaches are gravitating towards the high level pattern. I think it's one of the most popular hitting techniques in the world as of right now at the recording of this video. And because of that, the quality of the high level pattern technique can actually get really diluted. Right? Now, technically, you can go get certified in it. You can learn the technique really well. But if you don't have systems to actually scale it and make sure that it sticks with your athletes and get real transformations and real progress, that's going to affect the overall outcome of what the high-level pattern hitting technique can actually do for the world. Plus, it's also going to make coaches fail in their business. And if they fail in their business, they're not going to pursue these systems at a very high level because they're broke and they're having a hard time paying rent, right? And so it really goes both ways. Like, yeah, you really need to understand the high-level pattern technique, but at some point, you also have to understand the systems behind it to make sure that you're really getting results. And as more and more coaches actually start to pick this up, my biggest fear is that it just becomes more diluted, which is why we have developed our license program to help other coaches actually benefit from real systems-based approach with not only their business, but with improving the high-level pattern technique as we go. So this is what we've created and technically what we have to give to you if you'd like to partake in it. We have a full high-level pattern hitting system. We also have a complete strength conditioning system that you can literally plug and play with, a full throwing system for pitchers specifically, quickly, and two-way position players. And then we also have a coaching curriculum that show you exactly how to assess, what drills to do, track progress using specific KPIs, the whole nine. And then on top of that, we even have the back-end infrastructure to actually run these systems across facilities, teams, organizations, you name it. And last but not least, we are also going to be promoting every coach and their business inside of our website. So that way athletes around the country who are looking for local providers of these training systems will easily be able to do so. And on top of that, we are going to be mentoring every coach inside of our license program every step of the way, because we know it takes so much more than just being a skilled operator and having all the training systems intact. We also know that there's an entire business side to this thing in order to scale a successful baseball training company in 2025 and beyond. And so we're going to be able to help our coaches do that inside of this license program. So like I said at the beginning of this video, I believe that it takes way more than just understanding the technique as a whole to really affect change with your athletes, because a lot of coaches understand the technique from free content online and stuff like that, but they're not really implementing it at a high level, and they're kind of guessing throughout the process while they coach their athletes, which we don't want, because like I've already said, it dilutes the quality of what this could actually do for them. And mainly it's because nobody has systems behind it, because they haven't worked with the volume of athletes that we have actually teaching this. So in my opinion, you have two options. If you're a coach, facility owner, or maybe you run an academy, organization, team that actually is all in on this, you can either try to build these systems yourself, which took us the better part of like 8-9 years to do, or you can actually just use plug and play systems into your business or into your organization right now that we've already built, and use us in your back pocket to make it actually stick and transform your business and transform the results of your clients. One is obviously better than the other, and it's a shortcut to actually making this thing much more worldwide and actually getting real results with your clients. So if you're interested in plug and play systems and actually scaling the high level pattern to the highest degree you can, and if all of this made sense to you, all you got to do, if you're interested, just go down to the description underneath this video, click the link there, schedule a call with our staff, and we'll walk you through the process. And lastly, if you got any value from this video whatsoever, do us a favor. Our goal is to try to make an impact at the highest level of the game, which if you watch this far, you already know why that is. So we would love it, we would appreciate it if you just hit the like, subscribe button, maybe shared this video with your friends, and that could help us drastically affect more lives, make more impact, and actually get closer to hitting our goal. I'll see you guys next time.